welcome for another ASMR Great Empire video. Let's talk about today about the Austrian Hungarian Empire or Austro-Hungarian Empire and discover the best known facts, the latest and important highlights. Well, often referred as the Austro-Hungarian Empire or the Dual Monarchy, it was a multinational constitutional monarchy in Central Europe between 1867 until 1918, when it was dissolved. Austria-Hungary was a military and diplomatic alliance of two sovereign states, Hungary and Austria, with a single monarch who was titled both Emperor of Austria and King of Hungary. The empire, it was formed with the Austro-Hungarian Compromise in 1867. After the Austro-Prussian War, and was dissolved shortly after Hungary terminated union with Austria in 1918. At that point, between that time, it was one of the Europe's major power. And in terms of size, Austria-Hungary was geographically the second largest country in Europe after Russian Empire. Following the 1867 reforms, the Austrian and Hungarian states were co-equal powers. The two countries conducted unified diplomatic and defense policies. In World War I, Austria-Hungary was one of the central powers. But there are some facts. Hungary and Austria, despite the fact that we're an union, they have maintained separate parliaments, each with own prime minister, but they were united in just one entity. In terms of economics, the heavily rural Austro-Hungarian economy slowly modernized after 1867. Many small firms and companies promoted capitalist way of production. Technological change accelerated in industrialization and urbanization. The first Austrian stock exchange was the Wiener Börse. And was opened in Wien in 1771. And the first stock exchange of Kingdom of Hungary, it was opened in Budapest in 1864. In 1873, the old Hungarian capital Buda, ancient Buda, were officially merged with the third city past, thus creating the new metropolis Budapest. The economic growth centered on the two main capitals, Vienna and Budapest. The strong agricultural and food industry of the Kingdom of Hungary, with a center in Budapest, became a predominant within the empire agriculture and made up a large proportion of their exports in the rest of Europe. Meanwhile, the western areas concentrated mainly on Vienna and Prague. Were more specialized in industrializations and metallurgy. Well, the most important seaport was Trieste here, today part of Italy, where the Austrian merchants' marine was based. Now, most important facts of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, they occurred during the World War I, because they are strongly related, this empire, with the starting of World War I. The immediate cause of World War I was the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria and Hungary in Sarajevo on 28 June 1914. This event triggered a series of diplomatic and military actions that eventually led to the outbreak of the First World War. The Empire of Austria and Hungary was part of the Triple Alliance along with Germany and Italy. The war quickly expanded after the action from Sarajevo, and as the other nations became involved due to their alliance, Russia, aligned with Serbia, began mobilizing its forces against the Austro-Hungarian. Germany entered the war in support of the Empire of the Austro-Hungary and declared war on the Russian Empire and later on France. The United Kingdom joined the war in defense of Belgium, which Germany invaded, and these were the premise of the starting World War I. Austro-Hungarian Empire faced significant challenges on both Eastern and Italian fronts. The empire struggled against the Russian forces in the east and faced setbacks against Italy. By 1918, the economic situation deteriorated and the governmental failure on the home front ended the popular support for the war. In 1918, the Austro-Hungarian monarchy collapsed with dramatic speed. And that led that on November the 3rd, 1918, the Austro-Hungarian Empire signed an armistice, effectively ending its participation to the World War I. The disintegration of the empire followed, leading to the establishment of the new independent states in the aftermath of the war. The Treaty of Saint-Germain in 1919 and Treaty of Trianon in 1912, in the 1920, formally dismantled the Austro-Hungarian Empire and redistributed its territory. Okay, let's take a look over the territories of the former Austro-Hungarian Empire. First, in the north we have Bohemia and Moravia, which are now part of the Czech Republic and Slovakia. We have also part of the Silesia, which now it's part of the Poland. Here we can identify also some new modern capitals. One of them is Prague, the second one is Bratislava, which now it's the capital of Slovakia. And the city of Košice, which now is part also of Slovakia. In the other part we have the city of Lviv, Przemysl and Chernivtsi, which are part now of the Ukraine. In the eastern part it's the Transylvania region, which now is part of Romania, and the Banat region, which is also part of Romania. In the eastern side we have the Cluj, Oradea and Timișoara, which now are city in Romania. In the south we have the capital of Croatia, now in the modern times Zagreb, and the Bosnia, which the capital is Sarajevo. The region of Carniola, it's now part of the Slovenia, and Ljubljana, it's the capital of Slovenian state. On the western side we have the Trento and Trieste, now part of the Italy. Good. Now, let's switch to the less known facts. Well, we can talk about the ethnic or official languages in the Empire of Austro-Hungary. The empire recognized several official languages due to its multicultural composition. German and Hungarian were the primary languages of administration, but Czech, Polish, Croatian, Serbian and Romanian were also used in various regions. The first war causalities. Austro-Hungarian suffered significant losses during the World War I, with an estimation of 1.2 million military personnel. And over 600,000 civilians lost their lives during the conflict. The main the main fact of the collapse of the military in the First World War of the Austrian-Hungarian military was due to the mobilization on multiple fronts, the Russian fronts and the Eastern and Western fronts. Economic disparities. There were substantial economic disparities within the Austro-Hungarian Empire, while regions like Vienna and Budapest prospered. Other areas, particularly rural regions, faced poverty and underdevelopment. Military challenges. During the World War I, Austro-Hungarian military faced difficulties mostly because the outdated equipment and logistical problems. The diverse nature of the army, composed of soldiers from different ethnic groups, sometimes led to misled communication and problems in the logistics. The empire was not at the forefront of military technology during World War I. It struggled to keep up with the rapid evolvement of tactics and technologies. The Treaty of Brest-Litovsk in 1918, during the final stages of the World War I, the Austro-Hungarian Empire was involved in negotiations that led to the signing of the Treaty of Brest-Litovsk between the Central Powers and Russian Empire. This separate peace treaty preceded the later ending treaties of World War I. Well, we can talk about Austro-Hungarian monarchy until tomorrow, but we need to mention the Habsburg monarchy. The collapse of Austro-Hungarian Empire marked the end of the Habsburg monarchy. One of the oldest ruling houses in Europe, the last emperor of Austria and King of Hungary was Charles I, who abdicated in 1918, bringing the end of 600 years of Habsburg rule in Europe. Artistic and cultural contributions. Despite its political challenges, the Austro-Hungarian Empire was a hub for artistic and cultural developments. It was home to influential figures in literature, music, and arts, including writers like Franz Kafka, composers like Gustav Mahler and Bela Bartok, and artists associated with Vienna Succession movement. As a legacy, the dissolutions of the Austro-Hungarian Empire had a lasting impact on a geopolitical landscape in Eastern Europe. New states emerged, including Czechoslovakia and Yugoslavia, and parts of Romania as a result of the empire's breakup. Transylvania united with Romania and formed the modern Romanian state. Bohemia and Moravia united and formed Czechoslovakia. Silesia became a part of Poland. And Croatia and Slavonia formed, with Carnolia and Bosnia formed the former Yugoslavia state. Okay, and these were the facts about Austro-Hungarian Empire, the last modern empire in Europe. Thank you again for watching, and until next time, I wish you all the best. Bye bye.